Hey guys, Alex Sturgeon, HobbyTown HobbyPlex. We're here for a What's New Wednesday. We didn't do one last week because we literally didn't have anything new. This week we got a little bit of stuff, just enough to get a video in and kind of show it off. So I've piled up here B6.2 parts. We got the B6.2s 2 weeks ago, and now we finally got some parts, so you can feel confident racing here at the Plex that if you break stuff, we'll have the majority of the important stuff. So arms, hubs, knuckles. We got some B74 parts. We got the diff set. We've got the rear CVAs. That just came in. So that's good, right? Having parts is always good. Something I found today that we just got in is a new orange anodizing color from Traxxas. I haven't seen these before. These are actually for the Slash 4x4, Stampede 4x4, Rustler 4x4. And speaking of orange, there is a new color Slash out there that we happen to get in, and it's really cool. It's kind of a neon yellow and blue, and same price as all the rest of them, $229 with battery and their car charger. So just a good old regular Slash with a new battery. Now we get into the part of the program where nothing's really necessarily brand new, but I did want to go over some stuff. So we have the Tamiya race that we normally have in February. This year it's the end of March, so we still got a month and a half or so before that race, but it's never too early to start gearing up for it. The race is free, but they all have to be Tamiya cars. So around this time of year, a lot of guys kind of recycle their Tamiya cars. They either put their old ones on the shelf or sell them off and get new ones. Very popular class here at the Plex is the TTO2. I believe they call it Pro Spec. So they're running 21.5 brushless motors, and of course they got to be TTO2s. And I think you can use whatever upgrades you want for the TTO2. Anyways, this is the Mazda 3 body. The reason I thought it was cool, it's got the red chassis. They call it lower deck, but whatever, it's the same thing. The other cool thing about the TTO2s is their price. So most of these cars are going to be around the $120 range, give or take. This one's $119. Here's another body, the Subaru BRZ. This one's $139.99. Same chassis, just different body. And then we've got the TTO2R and the TTO2RR kit. I think the RR kit's got a lot more of the hop-ups and stuff, and it's $199. This one has some of the hop-ups, and it's $139, and you supply your own body. Of course, you supply your own electronics for all this stuff. But I just want to get those up there because the Tamiya Regional will be here before we know it, and that's our annual thing, usually in February or March. This year, it's the end of March. So we're hosting the finals again, August 29th, I believe, and that was a really fun, big deal last year. I anticipate the race being a lot bigger, a lot better this year, and we're really looking forward to having it again. So our local crowd really loves their Tamiya cars. So since we got nothing else necessarily new, I thought it'd be a good time to go over some stuff that we don't normally get a chance to go about. And how about some models, right? We're an RC store, right? La Vista, our express store, a lot more models down there, a lot more Bandai. We have a lot of Bandai here, and we've got a good model selection. So let's look at some stuff, right? Okay, so those of you that have been following this channel for a while know I'm not a car guy. I don't claim to be a car guy. I don't really care about most cars. If it's an RC car, if it's a real car, I'm like, whatever. So I just grabbed a couple of these. We have a really good like 1970s, 1980s truck selection over there. This Baja Bronco was one that I thought was really cool, and I haven't actually seen it before, so it actually might be new. And then this is one of the cars that I actually do think is really super cool, but I'm from the 80s, so I like this body style. You give me that all blacked out with tinted windows and some chrome wheels, and I'd be all for it. I'd drive that every day. I'd grow a mullet and put on some Ario Speedwagon or something, and I'd be all set. So get into some flight stuff. So we got the Apache helicopter, the classic super awesome helicopter used by our military to just blow people up, basically. So this one's skill level 2, and what's nice about that is skill level 2 is for like beginner modelers. So this one's glue and paint, but it's not exorbitantly intricate, so you don't have to worry about getting frustrated. Here's this good old classic SR-71 Blackbird. This one is a skill level 4, so there's a little bit more to it. Glue and paint, probably a lot more little tiny pieces and parts too, to make it look super accurate. You would have to probably paint each little tiny piece or whatever, what panel. Cool thing about these two is $18.99, $21.99, so they're not crazy expensive. I do like airplanes a lot. The P-38 Lightning, one of my favorite planes of all time. It's a Tamiya kit. Now, anytime that you see, one thing you gotta look at is anytime that you see any sort of brand that sounds Japanese, it's gonna be a high-level skill kit. So we're talking Hasegawa, Tamiya, what's the other ones? Well, Hobby Boss, but it sounds more American, but whatever. But the Tamiya stuff, it's all like really high grade quality models with a little bit of a high skill level, a lot more parts in there. To make it look like the box art and stuff, you'd really have to kind of get in there. A lot of the model guys use airbrushes. What else do we got? So the Minicraft stuff, that's a B-51, not B-51, what am I saying? A B-1A Lancer. One of the first stealth bombers before we had the stealth bomber. This is kind of a product of the 70s and 80s, and it has swept wings, which is really cool, and you can come in like low and cluster bomb everybody and all that. Has a very small radar signature. Anyways, whatever. And then finally, I thought this was really cool. This one's not necessarily new, but we have not had this in the store for quite a while. It's the Lindbergh Blue Devil Destroyer. And what's cool about this is this can be made into RC. So you can actually make it actually operate radio controlled. And what's really cool about that is some guys have taken these and they've actually made turrets with actual like BB gun type shooters on them, and then they go out and they battle each other and they try to sink each other out. And it's super cool. I've never seen it done around here, but I have seen it on TV, so I know it can be done. You should be the first one to come in and do it. So it's only $74.99. I remember these things when I first started working here being like 100 and something bucks, so the price has actually come down. And or you just make it a static model, whatever you want to do. So that's it. That's all I got. It's a very quick What's New Wednesday. Like I said, we didn't do one last week. We'll try to do one next week. I think there's some new planes coming. I think there's some new colors from Traxxas coming, and we may see the arrival of a new car or something. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, tomorrow night, 9 p.m., HobbyPlex After Hours. I'll be gluing some tires up for this weekend's carpet racing, and maybe something else, I don't know. But I'll have that up there. It'll be a live stream, hopefully for an hour, hour and a half. Make sure to subscribe, like, tell your friends. I'll quit rambling on, and we'll see you later.